not even a month ago, people was talking about Hell Killmonger and Rise Killmonger, and Killmonger was that guy. And Kanye says almost the exact same thing in a different context, and people want to downgrade and destroy what he says and try to say he disrespected the ancestors. Um, the same people that say Kanye disrespected the ancestors are the same people who don't do nothing about sex trafficking, pimping, gang banging, abuse in the community, single parent homes, homelessness, the things about feeding. I'm not saying all of them. Most of the people, they probably cover one or two of these things, but they don't go in the context of trying to find ways to deal with all of them. Killmonger said the same thing. He said he would rather die than be in bondage. He would rather die than be in bondage. Maybe because it's a movie, people just like fantasy and they like to like sensationalize things and like believe in shit that's not real, knowing damn well they won't do it. Kanye says it was a choice to be a slave for 400 years. I mean, after a period of time, you would think it's a choice. I mean, there was obviously revolts and rebellions and people fighting back. And I'm not going to take out the context that they would kill somebody if they ran. They would kill somebody if they did something they didn't like. They would hang them. They would make an example of them. That does not mean that niggas couldn't run away or try to escape or start a rebellion. It was the fear. People were afraid, just like people are afraid now. People are afraid to shoot the police or attack the police or risk their lives to save another person's life. People get murdered every damn day by the police. People get murdered by people in their community every other day. We dying from health problems like heart attacks, diabetes, all these things that we have problems with that people aren't really taking a real stance on it. People will say fuck cancer, but you're not going to do what's necessary to prevent cancer. You're not going to stop eating the foods that may cause cancer. You're not going to start drinking more water. You're not going to exercise. So as much as people want to sensationalize Killmonger, they want to destroy Kanye because he is a reality. You don't want to hear somebody that you don't like or somebody that you don't agree with or someone who's richer than you or may done some things you don't agree with tell you something that you need to hear. But a goddamn movie screen written by, oh, it was written by black people. Well, the whole concept of Black Panther was by this white man named Stan Lee. At least that particular idea of it, the movie. But it's okay for him to say that he would rather die because it was so cinematic and it was in a movie. You just, motherfuckers fell in love with him because you can't fall in love with Kanye. Kanye don't look as good as Michael B. Jordan. What exactly is it that people have exact problem with what Kanye said? People want to say, well, he didn't give the evidence. It's like everybody's not going to break it down for you. It's actually your job to do the research and figure out what's going on. Most of these people don't even have the ability. I won't even say the ability. Most people won't even take the time out of their everyday life to go look that information up. And they will talk shit about Kanye and say that he disrespected our ancestors. But there's things that you do every day that disrespect our ancestors. You know, you allow certain things all the damn time. You don't try. You don't even attempt to do better. You just give up and accept that you act like you don't have a choice. Like, people have choices. People have choice to be fat. Regardless of what anybody says, if you consistently eat all the time and you don't exercise, there's likelihood you're going to get fat. You know, some people can eat a bunch of food and not get fat. That does not mean that they're healthy. There's a bunch of skinny people who are unhealthy in this world. So just because you're skinny doesn't mean you're healthy. You choose to have sex with a particular person. You choose who you love. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers choose not to use condoms. You choose to trust people, believing that they're going to do certain things for you, even if they've shown you they haven't. We have choices. Here I am choosing to talk about this shit on my phone. I could have chose not to do this. I could have chose to ignore this. I can choose to engage certain things and I can choose not to engage certain things. We all have choices. We all have choices. And I'm not saying that the choice of getting off the plantation wouldn't came with consequences or problems. Of course it was going to be. It's not going, nothing that you want in life is going to be easy. Anything that you want to do, you want to make a valid choice or decision make, it's not going to be easy. Nothing's going to be just simple. You're not just going to say, I'm going to do this and it's going to be easy. Shit, making a peanut butter jelly and a jelly sandwich is difficult the first time you do it, but you made the choice to go out your way to do it. So yeah, it was a choice to be in slavery, especially after so much time. So if in fact people don't believe it. You have the right to believe that, but people choose not to. People choose to march and protest. People choose to say that they're going to boycott something. People choose whether or not they're going to deal with certain particular members of their family or not. People choose who they lay down in the bed with. There's a lot of choices that we have. You choose the food that you fucking eat. You choose if you're going to drink soda or water. You choose if you're going to get up and put on your pants to the left or the right leg. You choose if you're going to piss or shit. You're going to choose if you decide to stand and piss or sit down and piss. People make choices all the goddamn time. So when you sit there and people say, oh, it was going to be hard, yeah, it's a choice. If somebody put a gun in your head and says, you're going to give me the money out your bank or I'm going to kill you, you have a choice to give the motherfucker all the money, hoping that they don't kill you, or you could just accept death, or you could fight back and possibly die, or you could fight back and possibly live. We all have choices. And the idea that we didn't have a choice during slavery just shows how small-minded people are, shows how mental enslaved they actually are. Like, you disrespect your ancestors every day with the things you do. Having a choice to, like, there was ancestors that decided to run. So you telling me we're disrespecting Harriet Tubman and Nat Turner and all the other people who rebelled and fought and got free because they decided not to stay on the plantation because they said they had a choice and they was willing to fucking die? It doesn't even make sense. But hey, you know, we all don't have to think the same. We all don't have to agree. But to say he disrespected the ancestors when a lot of you disrespect our ancestors by supporting pimps and whores and gang members and people who, that's not even to say it's something wrong with being any of those things, but you support motherfuckers that don't even want to do better, that aren't even trying to do better, that don't want to do better, that know better and still won't try to do better. That's really what it is there's people out here that know better, that can try to do better, that won't even do that shit, that still participate in the underworld and still demean and disrespect black people on different levels, but have the nerve to say Kanye is disrespecting our ancestors by saying we had a choice to get off the motherfucking plantation. All right.